If you haven't had a chance to go subscribe to our YouTube page, BFB Mavs, BFB DFW, and subscribe. You can see all of the media day videos from yesterday and practice videos from today. And actually, he did another today interview today, Coach Kidd. Go subscribe to the video, BFB Mavs, BFB DFW. Look it up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That way, you will get all your updated information with the Dallas Mavs this season. And yes, if you were questioning, we are doing the Dallas Mavericks post game show again this season. I know everybody's been asking me. Yes, it is coming back. Me and Billy will be back, and we might have a third character coming with us. It's almost been confirmed right now. Almost been confirmed. But Billy, speaking of mass media, did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what our coach just said? Or I'm sorry, my coach just said, Coach Kidd, about KP.
I did, and it is a if I could describe it as anything, it's refreshing, man. It's a refreshing breath of fresh air to just announce that, hey, you know what? We don't think what the previous regime.
Yeah. So the last coach who was gainfully employed by the organization.
Right. We don't look at it in that way. We will not utilize him in that way. And also, hey, fans that think you know every damn thing, just go ahead and shut up. I got this under control. We're using him. We're going to get him what I heard, just to break it down for people, we're going to get him the ball. It's not going to be Luka dominate the ball all the time and step back three.
No, I don't know if he said it, but if you caught that in, he said we want to keep Luka fresh for the fourth quarter. We want to keep him fresh.
And so all that jacking up threes and stuff, I mean, in the flow of the game.
Are you trying to say step back Jack will be no more?
No, he'll still be it because that's just who he is.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying this year there'll be more two-man game between Luka and KP.
Right.
They'll do what they should have been doing last year.
Right.
KP will get the ball. As Jason Kidd said, he's too good of a shooter. Or I'm sorry, Coach Kidd. I'm gonna have to make that switch. I'm gonna be calling him Jason all year, but
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm here for you. I'll get you squared away.
Yeah, but Coach Kidd is going to, allow KP to be in spots where he can actually do some things, be in the triple threat position where he can score, pass, and drive. So, we know he has the ability to do all of those things. Right. So, it's just time to put him in position to do that and allow other guys to feed off of him. This only goes well for Luka to take pressure off of him. Mm-hmm. It allows KP to stay in the flow of the game. And when you have a 7'2", 7'3" guy that can be a threat from the middle of the floor, now who gets open looks? That guy that you paid. THJ is going to get looks. Right. Reggie Bullock will get looks. My guy, what's his name? Not Shannon Brown, but what are the young slashing kid's name?
Josh Green.
Josh Green will be able to play. Jason Kidd really likes him. He really likes that.
Yeah, he really likes him, and according to yesterday, he really likes Ntilikina too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Called. Yeah, and the kid that we picked up that played for the Rockets at one point, he's like a guard. I forget what his name. I think his last name is Brown. Sterling Brown.
Yeah.
Guys like that, athletes that can run, they can shoot, but they can slash and get in the lane. There's going to be lots of opportunities. And he's already said, hey, we're going to get the ball off the rim and we're running.
Right.
We're in transition. That's how we're going to play.
I think we've had it confirmed by Uncle Sean Heath that he wants the ball up the court within like 3 to 6 seconds.
Yeah.
We want that ball up court.
Yeah, we're not walking it up and then by the time we get past half court, we're already at 14 seconds in the shot clock. No.
Yeah, no. We want the ball in there so we have enough time to do what it is we need to do.
Yeah, I like it. Get the ball into the front court and initiate the offense. Let's go. This is the way we have to play.
Luka yesterday in his interview said that KP looks like he is in shape mentally and physically.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that he is smiling more in pickup games and things like that. And big stops for Porzingis as we
because we're gonna go. That's going to be his name this year. He is going to play at that level.
Big Stop Sports English, he alluded to that. He said, yeah, I'm starting to understand the pickup games. Why am I doing certain plays? It's because this is happening, and as I'm doing it, it's making me smile because I feel like I'm a part of the offense now. And he also said something that was very significant to me that I appreciated, that I love. He says that I have a green light in the post now. I have a green light in the post now. I have a green light in the post.
Yeah, dump that ball down there, and Walt, can I draw up something for the people, man? Just because I know where they're going to go with this.
Yeah, go ahead.
For those people who are at home and who are under the sound of my voice right now, please understand this. Went real church-like right there, church-like with that one, under the sound of my voice.
Okay.
Here's the deal. It's 2021. NBA post play is not what it was when Shaquille O'Neal played.
Right.
It's not what it was with Tim Duncan.
Right.
So if you're thinking KP's going to catch the ball, back guys down, and hook shot over his left shoulder, that's not happening. We're going to get him the ball in the post area and give him the green light to facilitate.
Right. And
is what Jason Kidd is saying.
He also said, we'll be playing the post. We're gonna hopefully that opens up the lane for Luka to drive more.
Exactly.
That's what he says.
And dumping the ball down to him in the post means he's going to be anywhere between 10 to 15 feet away from the basket. That's an easy jump shot for him.
You are going to need him to hit a couple shots, because if he hits a couple shots, then they're going to say, oh, well, we're going to have to maybe put two people on him, because right now, we don't want him to cook our guy one-on-one.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, but the thing is, you got to the overall message that Coach Kidd is trying to get across here. We're going to put him in a position to where you're going to have to look at him as a threat.
Right.
Because what we did in the playoffs made no sense at all. No. And that's why I defended KP so much, because like he's telling you guys this is what he's being asked to do. Mm-hmm. Y'all act like he's just going down there and floating to the side just because. This is what is in the coaching staff's idea, and it was a terrible idea. So now we're going to drop him down there in the post because there is no matchup for him. Who's going to guard him? He's 7'3". Who's going to guard him? I mean, so I believe Coach Kidd is more aware. He's more hip to how the game is being played now as opposed to Coach Carlisle. And I have nothing but respect for Coach Carlisle, but I think Jason Kidd understands that, hey.
Gainfully employed.
Yeah. Well, I think
employed by the company.
I think Coach Kidd understands, okay, this is how I can get the most out of both Luka and KP at the same time. Whereas Rick seemed like he couldn't figure out how to make them both work on the floor at the same time. And that was based on the style of play that he was trying to run.
Well, so preseason is going to be getting kicked off here in a couple of days. But speaking of that, we've got some people right now in the NBA who are not vaccinated, and they play in certain states that don't permit them to play basketball, play basketball, or be in the stadium with that. That's one in New York, and the other one is, I think, California. Mm-hmm. So as of right now, Andrew Wiggins, who the NBA has denied his personal reason for, I think it was religion, mm-hmm. as to why he couldn't take the vaccination shot. They shot that down and said no. So either he gets the vaccine or he won't play home games. And then over to the great state of New York, where one I'm pretty sure you're very familiar with this name. One Mr. Kyrie Irving has a situation that's developed with his vaccination status. And I read a report today that says, per Kyrie, after Kevin Durant has swayed him into getting the vaccine now.
Bruh.
I'm done. I'm so sick of this, man. I really am.
I'm sick of both of those guys. They are attached to the hip. They're both. I'm just gonna reserve my words, man. You know how I feel about KD. He's too great of a basketball player to be doing some of the diva stuff that he does, man. He's too great of a basketball player. And Kyrie, he's just kind of been all over the place, man. Nobody really knows what the hell that guy's going to do. They were saying they weren't even sure if he wants to play basketball anymore. Dude, look, the rules are in place, Walt. These are state rules. I don't necessarily agree with them, but they are in place. Kyrie, if you want to hoop, man, do what's necessary to hoop.
Right.
Andrew Wiggins, same thing. I don't necessarily agree with it, but these are the rules. Everybody's going to have to abide by them. If you want to play, get the vaccination. Let's go.
The NBA is a contact sport, so yeah, I feel like any contact sport, you would think you would want to get the vaccine because you
absolutely
never know.
Sweating and open cuts and bruises, and man, I mean, come on, what are we doing here?
And you know, the one, and you don't want it to get to that point, but you know, the thing, just like for people in the real world, like until somebody dies, then it's a real wake up call.
Yeah, that's when it gets real. Exactly.
You don't want it to get to that point to where we got a player who dies or passes away because he didn't get the vaccine or somebody gave it to him unwillingly or unknowingly, and he got it, and now he can't get cured from it.
And man, that would be a very, very sad day in basketball.
Right.
And man, are you willing to live with that?
Right.
Knowing that, okay, well, damn, it was me that caused this guy. You know, it's a tough time, man. First and foremost, Walt, I'll say this: I appreciate the fact that the NBA, NFL, NHL, all of our different sports outlets, man, these players are risking it. You know, for the sake of our entertainment, and that's what it boils down to. Yeah, they get paid millions of dollars, so on and so forth, whatever. But man, ultimately, this is to keep us entertained, man, and
to keep them very rich.
Yeah, well, exactly. But at the same time, man, I mean, we have to understand it for what it is. At the end of the day, we're still talking about the ability to live and to kind of still live and make and to live freely and to live in the way that you choose. So I don't want the players to feel like, oh, we have to do this against our will. But I mean, there's a it's not fair to say it this way, but there's kind of a trade-off in it. Man, you're making lots of money, right? And you're playing a sport. You're out there, you're risking it all and all that different type of stuff. I get it, man. But, you know, what it's doing is it's causing us to look up and understand, in essence, who the somewhat selfish players are and the guys who are buying into the team. Or at least that's the narrative that's being put out there.
Well, we know that today that my guy, LBJ LeBron, came out and already made known that he's vaccinated, and you know, he felt it was best for his family to get vaccinated. But you know, me personally, I'm not here to tell people to get it, not to get it. As I've said numerous times, at this point, I'm so sick of hearing about it. At this point, that it's just like, man, if people want to get it, if people want to get it, get it. If you don't want to get it, don't get it. But don't come crying when you can't do certain stuff and you limit it to this and limit that because you're not vaccinated. You know, just do. It's people's choice. You know, let them decide. Let people decide if they want to live or die or die or live. However you look at it. Let people decide. Let that be the choice. I don't necessarily agree with mandating it at all. I don't agree with that. You know, let it be people's choice.
Yeah,
but
I would agree.
Speaking of choices, Ben Simmons has made the choice that he is not showing up to Philadelphia 76ers camp. And he's not. He told apparently they were on a plane to come meet him, and he told them turn around. Don't even come. Don't even come. Don't even come talk to me. I'm not interested. I don't want to hear what you guys have to say.
Oh my goodness.
And Joel Embiid says that he's disappointed that Ben Simmons isn't there. Now I kind of was like, okay, bro, why are you doing that? Why are you on TV talking about it? And then Doc Rivers had to clarify himself. He said that his comments were misconstrued and taken out of context. And I'm like, no, Doc, I don't think we misconstrued what you said at the end of the season. I mean, you were very upfront and honest about how you felt about Ben Simmons.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, man. I mean, Ben Simmons, it's obvious he no longer wants to be in Philadelphia. I think the
Yeah,
reason that he
he's
doesn't
made
want
it
to be
known.
there.
He's made
Yeah,
it publicly known.
but here's the thing. Ben Simmons, look, they've been dealing with your ass for a while, man. You haven't developed your game at all. At all. That's on you, bruh. So the fact that they still trying to hold on to your ass is something you should be thankful for. Now, I'll say this. As a team, as an organization, if I have a player who's disgruntled and has made it very clear they do not want to be there, I got to move them. I got to
Exactly.
move them.
That's what I said about Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. I'm like, I understand Aaron Rodgers is great, but if a man comes to me and tells me I don't want to play for your team anymore, I'm not going to waste time keeping him there.
Yeah, what are we trying to fight him for? Because you'll never fully get
Yeah.
what you're either all in or you're not. And what type of
Right.
message are you sending to a team concept saying, oh, well, we get out there, we're going to sweat and sacrifice our bodies for one another, but this guy is above that. No, you can't do
No.
that. Ben Simmons' ass don't want to be there. Move his ass out of there.
Now,
I don't say go trade him where he wants to go. Trade his ass to trade him somewhere. You get what you can for him. Trade him somewhere where you want him to be.
okay, so first thing, I initially said, man, the best trade would be for them to trade Kyrie for Ben Simmons. And apparently we've been told that Kevin Durant shot that down quickly and said no.
Right.
The only other trade that I see that could work that you won't have to give up a haul for is possibly calling up H-Town and saying, I'll take John Wall if you give me for what's the name. And the reason I say it is because the money matches up.
Yeah, but as
They
far
both
as
have
like
big
the player,
They both
but as
have
far
big
as the player,
contracts. Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
you're not
what
going to get right now. Right now, nobody's going to really trade for Ben Simmons because he really doesn't fit anywhere in the
yeah, that's
NBA.
the thing. He doesn't do anything, man.
Except Houston would actually be somewhere he could go. I mean, the only team you can really call up at this point is somebody like Houston or OKC or Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings to see if you can work out a deal.
Yeah, I mean, he's just not. But again, that goes back to what I just said, Walt. He hasn't developed his game.
And the Pelicans.
Oh, yeah, I guess if you want somebody just throw Zion oops all day, but
yeah.
I mean, but he hasn't developed his game to the point where you could be like, oh, he will be a good fit in our offense because he's not. He doesn't do anything for you.
Well, they still have Brandon Ingram, so I mean, they could. It all depends what they want, what they're looking for.
That thing's gonna be prolonged. Me personally, I never thought him and Joel Embiid had a good relationship. I think they tolerated one another, but I never got the impression that those guys really enjoy playing basketball together.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think they said that if I heard correctly earlier, they said that Ben Simmons said that him and Joel Embiid is running scores.
Well, and Joel Embiid has his part in this as well, man. He hasn't been healthy the whole time, man. He runs his mouth. I'm sure they got into verbal spats all over the place, but the bottom line is, Joel Embiid, you're not in any position to really talk because you've proven you can't stay healthy. Ben Simmons, you don't even seem like you've taken any interest in developing your game. So we're talking about two guys that are well paid, but haven't really made the impact in the league that maybe we were expecting. I would just move Ben Simmons out of there. I'd almost be willing to take a loss. Just get that guy out of here.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd almost be willing to take a loss. Yeah.
That's why I said the only guy you can really match up with is John Wall. That you won't have to just give up a big haul for to get him.
Well, I think Doc Rivers can kind of use and help guys get into their offense and to the team and learn how to utilize them within that structure. But
the Clippers could be another good team he can go to, but I think the Clippers are set right now.
Yeah, I don't think the Clippers want to be interested in that, man. I just,
they could be. I mean, he'd be good for Kawhi and Paul George, but Kawhi is right now. He pretty much not playing this season.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be interesting to see. I mean, I'm sure we'll get the updates as we go along. But yeah, Ben Simmons. He's never really impressed me to begin with. So whatever they do with him is just what they do.
Well, Billy, it's that time of the night. It's that time. We're gonna figure out who's going to Dub City and who's not. We had some good games this week, but it's time to go out to Dub City. So let us take our last break real quick, and yeah, man, we're gonna head out to Dub City and see what's cracking out there right here next on bFb.